Hello and welcome to Money Market Some More with me, Dominic Frisby. I'm back in the graveyard, which is the sort of default location for these videos. And today I'm going to talk to you about this scary new tech that is changing the world. It's called ChatGPT. I've been playing with it this week, and I think it is potentially as transformative as Google's search engine, Facebook's network, or Apple's iPhone. It's that significant. Elon Musk says it's scary good. Google management is so worried about it, they have issued a code red. And it has achieved in just 5 days what took Netflix 3.5 years. And it's going to put me out of a job. It is OpenAI's latest offering, ChatGPT, short for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer. If you're not familiar with it, or with OpenAI, OpenAI is a research institute that develops artificial intelligence. And the company has developed language models that can generate human-like text and neural networks that can create images from text descriptions. Its founders include many of the world's most famous tech entrepreneurs, not least Elon Musk, and it is funded by private donations and research contracts. And its lofty ultimate goal, sorry it's a bit muddy down here, is to benefit humanity through the responsible development of AI. Now, I first heard about it from my son when he came back from university last weekend, and apparently loads of students are getting it to write their essays for them. And academics, report The Guardian, say it generates exam responses that would result in full marks if submitted by an undergraduate. Computer programmers, meanwhile, have used the tool to solve coding challenges in obscure programming languages in a matter of seconds, and then they get it to write limericks to explain its functionality. I was discussing it on Twitter, and one user got it to write a perfectly passable song lyric in the style of Dominic Frisby. So I'd and urge you to have a play, to have a look at it, and to give you an idea of how quickly this thing, sorry I've got hiccups, has found users. Here are some stats for you, and which is the amount of time it took to get to 1 million users. Netflix took 3.5 years, Airbnb took 2 years, Facebook 10 months, Zoom 9 months, Spotify 5 months, Instagram 2.5 months, the iPhone 74 days, ChatGPT 5 days. Now, my friend is a business consultant, tech entrepreneur, done very well, a chap called Danny Rickman, and he mentors, as he puts it, a young lad with poor literary skills who is starting a landscaping business. He struggles to communicate with clients in a professional manner, and in less than 15 minutes, with no coding required, Danny created a ChatGPT-powered Gmail account to which the landscaper sends a message, and then that responds with a text which is sent to the client. Now, here's the graphic of the message that was sent. Here's, if you can see, look at what the user sent to Gmail, and look at the response that Gmail generated. And Danny continues, I also helped him use GPT-3 to prepare an estimate, create a contract, and respond to client inquiries. And he just secured his first contract worth 220 grand. It would not have been possible without this tech. So what is ChatGPT going to be used for in the real world? Well, in the words of ChatGPT itself, a wide range of natural language processing tasks, including translation, text summarization, text generation, and language modeling. So that might be chatbots, virtual assistants, text generation tasks, as it puts it, writing news articles or social media posts. I know people are already using it on Tinder. to chat people up. It can be used to summarise texts, anything from legal documents to the tax code to the Bible, by generating a shorter summary of a longer piece of text. And its capabilities are just going to get better and better all the time because it's learning all the time, this machine learning. By the way, I got ChatGPT to verify all those above statistics about how long to adoption, and it verified all of them. It's just amazing. So how do you invest in it? And that's not so easy. Earlier in the week, I looked at how the world's largest companies by market cap change from decade to decade. 7 of the top 10 largest companies in 2011 were natural resource companies. A decade later, 2021, not one company was. 9 were tech companies. Apple, Microsoft, Alphabet, Amazon, Facebook, Tesla, Berkshire Hathaway, not a tech company, TSMC, Tencent Holdings, Nvidia. Which of them will be there in 2031? Now, many of these, you might have thought a year ago, 2031 I should say, have near impervious monopolies, but tech changes quickly, as this ChatGPT development demonstrates, although already Alphabet's position looks precarious. Microsoft, though, which is in many ways a patenting company, was there in 2011 and it was there in 2021. And guess what? It owns a large chunk of OpenAI. It's made a number of investments, including a $1 billion investment in 2019. Now, it's not known if Microsoft has a controlling stake in OpenAI. I don't think it does, or if it holds a minority stake in the company. I asked the bot and it wouldn't tell me. But the way to get some exposure to this new tech is to own Microsoft, though it's not exactly a pure play. And in the context of everything else that Microsoft does, OpenAI, its stake in OpenAI is minimal. Moreover, will Microsoft still be one of the world's largest 10 companies in 2031? That would make 3 decades in a row. I also gather ChatGPT is costing a lot of money to run. $3 million per day is the figure doing rounds on the internet. The bot itself wouldn't confirm. GBT is a large language model that requires significant computational resources to run, as it is trained on a very large data set and has a very large number of parameters. As a result, it is likely that running GBT would incur significant costs, depending on the specific circumstances. That's what the bot itself says. That's the way with big tech. You get the users first, then you worry about the profit. And ChatGPT is doing that in spades. If the product is free, you, the user, are the product and all that. And by the way, I got ChatGPT to write some of this vlog, although I ended up subbing it quite a bit. Can you tell, as I was saying before I was rudely interrupted, can you tell which bits I got ChatGPT to write? Thanks very much for watching. Hope you have a happy new year. Got lots of ideas for vlogs and lots going on. Subscribe to the Substack, subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with a new video very soon. Goodbye.